After long reining laps in the cooler lunge, to work on the walked canter transitions, especially the transition to the right, which is the one that we're having trouble with, I then wanted to immediately practice this under saddle. Now you'll see in this transition, he's still not quite in front of my leg, and he actually pushed off with both hind legs and ran into the transition, which is what I'm trying to stop from happening. So what I want to happen is for him to sit and engage and strike off. That was better. Not run through the aid and then throw himself into canter. So after I did a couple of walk to canters, I thought I'd take it back a step and do a couple of simple changes. Now I find that the simple changes can help with separating the hind legs and speeding up the hind legs, which is what you need to happen for a good walk to canter transition. So that was a very smooth, simple change through trot. And I'm just going to do one back off the other rein. And that was very quick with the backhand. He is coming a little bit above the bit, but training isn't perfect. So my other challenge is getting him to walk and not jog. So that is something else that we're working on. So I'm not doing simple changes through walk at the moment because I'm wanting to encourage him to walk after the downward transition, relax, and then do another upward transition. As I need him quicker off my leg, but maintaining the engagement from behind, not just rushing and charging and becoming hollow. So that's quite a nice, clear 4-beat walk. That's what I need all the time. So even there was still a little jog and he's above the bit. But I still feel these transitions are much more succinct than they were. So before I wasn't even getting a transition to the right, which as I said, I believe is because of my left hip being locked up. And now I'm going to do a little leg heel to the outside track and then ask for canter again. Yes, there's a little jog, but that was still a fairly good transition. You notice I did concentrate more on the right canter first, but that's because I wanted to work on the hard side while he was fresh, and then to keep things even, I went back and did a couple of transitions to the left. Yeah, another jog, that's what I'm talking about. So in order to get that decent left canter transition, I need to step him into my outside rein, which I didn't have him quite enough into my outside rein then, which is why I got the jog. So that was my fault for not setting him up correctly. However, you can see that the work on the long reins in the cooler lunge has transitioned through into the under saddle work. If you found this helpful, please subscribe to our channel Cooler Lunge. Thank you for watching.